Welcome to the Spare Parts Racing Podcast, your podcast for all things motorsports. With your hosts, Sean Chavarella, Stephen Clary, and Taylor Moore.
Hear that music?
Hello and welcome to this year's final episode of Spare Parts Racing. I know, it's been a long one, eh? I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Stephen.
And I'm Taylor.
And yes, as I mentioned, we've come to the end of the year. And
2023.
It's gonna be a year. I don't think it's gonna be a memorable one, looking back on in terms of racing and motorsports.
Although it could be in like 10 years.
How so? Elaborate.
Only for F1 though, because Max's domination and Red Bull's domination this season. I think 10 years later we'll be looking back, being like, "Wow, actually, that was like history in the making," and we watched that live. But right now, it was boring.
Maybe. Okay, quick pop quiz. Steven Taylor, what was Schumacher's best year with Ferrari? Where he dominated.
Oh no!
Pop quiz again. What was Vettel's best year with Red Bull where he dominated?
That would be
2015.
2015.
14?
It'd be a year he won a championship.
There was 4 of them.
Yeah, 4 in a row. I'm trying to remember which one was his best. I think it was the third one.
Which was what year?
2012.
Where Alonso lost it in the last race and have that famous Alonso meme?
Yeah.
So it wasn't 2012.
No.
So, thank you for proving my point to disprove Taylor right there.
Fair enough.
No one remembers the dominance.
But it might not. Okay, so nobody remembers the dominance maybe by the year, but they still remember the period of time in which they were dominant. Like, it's not like Max has 1 year of dominance. Like, he was like that last year. It's not the same numbers, but like he's been working up to having a season where he's pretty much won every single race, except for what, 3?
He's won what, 2 championships in a row?
3 championships in a row.
Is it 3 or 2? What is it?
Unless you subscribe to the camp of he didn't deserve the 2021 championship.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that does count. Yeah.
Also, to be fair, like, we were under 10 years old when Schumacher was dominating. It might be a little tougher to remember the exact details about that, having not watched it with, a greater understanding than we do now.
Yes, you're fair. Fair enough.
All I'm saying is, in 10 years, when we're all still talking, I hope, we're going to be talking about, do you remember when, like, Red Bull was so dominant and Max had that season where he won every race except for 3? Wow.
Listen.
Maybe.
I'll be more impressed talking back. Hey, remember the time Verstappen and Hamilton, that controversial finish? That is the conversation.
That's
way more
true.
than
That's
way more
true.
than the season where he just didn't or won however many in a row.
Yeah,
what's
fair
the new
enough.
record
Fair
again?
enough.
Is it 15, 16 in a row?
17?
Fuck.
Many.
I think it was 17.
Mucho.
Maybe.
Much race win. Such wow.
So anyway.
Great impress. Unless you're Sean, then not great impress.
That's fair.
Disremember.
Yes. So, there has been a little bit of news and stuff for the last week. We can get onto that before we kind of talk about the whole year and give our best moments, our worst moments, everything like that. Interesting things is Noah Gragson got signed in NASCAR. He's gonna race next year for Stewart Haas.
Was he not the one that had the issues?
Yep.
Okay.
If I had a nickel for every time a midfielder did something racist and then got into a top team seat right after, I would have 2 nickels.
I would have 2 nickels.
It's not a lot.
Not a lot, but it's more than nothing.
People are also mad at some of
Not the line.
Yeah, that wasn't the line. I was Steven, I wasn't going to acknowledge it, but
No.
you just did. So
Yeah.
What?
You quoted the wrong thing there, Taylor.
Yeah. It's weird. Weird that it happened twice.
Yes. If I had two
Like,
nickels,
Oh,
come
I
on.
see.
if I had two nickels every
I
time,
see.
it's weird that
I had a
happened.
nickel
Okay.
every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Totally
Jesus.
went over my head, but all right.
Well, I see some in other NASCAR news. People are also mad at some of the new liveries that are coming out. Like, I think Byron's 2024 ones were released today, and people are also
Why are they
about
mad?
it. Because they look shit.
Okay, hold on. NASCAR.
Okay, I'm gonna send them. I'm sending them to
2024.
you right now. Give me 1 minute. Like, look at this and tell me this looks great. Sent it to you there. Okay, send it to the group chat. And
All right.
what are we doing here? So specifically,
Ew.
I have pulled up the. Yeah, definitely ew. I've pulled up Byron's one for, I guess, the Exalted one. Just gonna put it on the screen also right now. Just gonna cover Taylor right now. That's fine. So anyway, pulling that up. What is this exactly? Like, I can see you're still trying to do the
So
flames thing.
Ugly.
What's this black square in the back that you had to put the sponsor on? You couldn't just put that in black. You had to
Yeah.
take a white car, put a black box, and anyway.
Well, because the Exalta letters are typically white, except they're black on the hood, so it makes no sense.
Which exactly.
Yes.
So anyway, that looks like the laziest fucking high school effort I have ever seen in car design. Moving to the Raptor one. Which again,
ugly.
isn't awful. As I cover Taylor again to put it on the screen. Yeah, I don't. What is this
I don't
front?
like it.
What's this front?
I hate it. It's one dimensional, and I'm not sure what they're doing with the front there.
This green to white blend down the side.
Yeah, I don't understand why you're going for like the ombre look in the back there. It looks so it looks like it sat in the sun for too long.
It's all like the side looks like pee.
Yeah, it does.
And then you have
like,
this
it's
front
such a
fucking
gross color.
shit thingy. Yeah, it's. And I also don't understand this little back part, like behind the back wheel that goes around the wheel, but still has like color there, and like. It's just weird. Like, I don't understand how. I mean, this is what my people are mad at. It's like, why are NASCAR, I guess, liveries or paint schemes in NASCAR world, why have they gotten so shit?
Laziness.
They just. Is it laziness? Is it the over corporatization of it? Like, back in the day when they had to be hand painted and have, like, some kind of level of detail to it. Now it's print it on a wrap, put it on. It takes as much effort to design a car, like livery, in iRacing as it does technically for NASCAR. Is that not terrifying?
Yeah.
Because you have
Definitely
basically a wrap template that you have to basically put colors on that'll get put on the car.
Yeah.
That is
Which
absurd.
Can be a bit of a bitch sometimes.
Yeah, but if you look at the amount of freaking amazing liveries in iRacing, you're like, huh, why can't teams hire these people?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, honestly, they do not look good. I understand why people are mad.
yeah. So that's just a I was a crack the iceberg, tip of the iceberg on that one. So, yeah.
Yeah, and like unless they're stapling the white Exalta as the rear quarter panel design, or I don't know. It's a hill to die on, I guess.
Explain to me why we gave up the numbers in the middle for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great question.
So, EA. There's that. IndyCar the last week. Social media has been in panic over basically what we talked about last week was the whole IndyCar in a shitstorm.
Right.
And it seems like we kind of are at the same point of everyone else reacting to that, just be like, what is going on? Nothing's really changed in that end. A possible other warning light to IndyCar is Honda Performance Development, who does the engines and all the North American racing stuff for Honda. They're the ones that are going to be developing the engine for F1 for Aston Martin.
Oh, right.
Which that was announced like today or yesterday. So if you want another shot across the bow for IndyCar,
this ain't looking good.
No, it's really not.
It's not looking good at all.
So there is that.
Yeah. Did you guys also see the other, like the F1 rumors that came out today or yesterday?
Only thing F1 I saw was the Secret Santa, so no.
Okay, so there's a rumor that I saw on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Is this a checker retiring?
That said that F1 is looking to have a race in New York City. And Central Park is like a location that they're considering, and I'm like, are you crazy?
Never will happen. Never.
That would never happen. But apparently it's something that they're considering. And I'm like, okay, so basically are we moving like F1 to just like the States? Is this what it's gonna turn into? Having like they just like seeking as many races as possible in the States?
There's already an international race in New York City. For for an FIA sanctioned series, there's already a race in New York City.
Is it Formula E?
Oh, good job. Yes, that was going to be the next question. Can you name what it is? Yeah.
Yeah. I remembered that like Formula E had a race somewhere, but like where do they race in New York City? I feel like because Formula E is not as big of a series, right? But like F1 would be like, if people were mad about Vegas and the disruption to the city in Vegas.
They raced in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
And
so
they're
this
not
rumor
doing it
is
again.
saying like,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, this rumor was like Central Park will be is the location that they're thinking about. I'm like, what do you mean Central Park? What are you gonna do?
An oval. It's just one. That would actually be kind of entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. If you just had basically a squarer Indianapolis around Central Park, fuck it, let's make that happen.
The New Yorkers could never. Like, they would not stand for this. Like, there would be protests if they tried to do this.
I am pulling up a map of Central Park just to visualize if you wanted to put a track around there. So is the idea like you use the streets and paths through Central Park, or
I don't know. It just said, I guess, like maybe the area around Central Park would be the track, but it wasn't specific. It just said that like F1 was considering a race in New York, and Central Park would like be the location that they're considering.
Okay, just for the love of God, just look at a map of New York.
Yeah.
Explain to me.
How is this even a thing?
Any turn that is not 90 degrees.
That's all it is.
It's almost like it's a grid system. Like, what are you going? Like, I'm just trying to imagine a track here because they're going to want to go right down Broadway. Let's be honest. We know this is how it's going to work out. They're going to go down Broadway at some point.
Yeah.
And then...
Hit the roundabout?
No, you can't hit a roundabout. Like, I'm trying to think. You just hop off, like, West 86th, go cut through the part there onto 84th and turn up 5th Ave. I don't know.
That gave me a stroke listening to that. I'm not gonna lie. Here they come down 85th, down to 14th, or what the fuck? I hate this idea.
The answer is don't do this.
The answer is this is not gonna happen.
I could see how they
bad.
I could see how they would shoehorn it in, but yeah, it's gonna absolutely destroy New York for a weekend.
And people would be mad.
We're gonna have the
Just
same.
mad.
Yeah, we're gonna have the same issues as what's it called?
Vegas,
yeah. I'm curious. Actually, can I map out a track? All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna map out a track.
you can do that on your own time. This is podcast time, Steven.
I said at some point. Calm down.
I can't wait to get just a screenshot of some like janky drawn like track through New York City, and like Steven's like, guys, it could happen.
It's gonna be one of the Steven's design track is gonna be like when runners or protesters do like the pre-planned thing, and it's just a middle finger.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer is please don't do that. Like, please stop trying to put more races in the United States. We understand that you're trying to cater to that audience, but like, please stop.
Put it in Indianapolis.
Go
somewhere
somewhere fun.
I would say Watkins Glen, but it's a grade 2 track, I'm pretty sure now. So
Yeah, that's fair.
we can't.
Lame.
So yeah. Yeah. Is that all? I think that's all we have for like recent news and stuff.
Yeah, that's all I've seen like news wise.
Yeah. And Sean, I did have Motorsport putting out the Honda thing 7 hours ago, so it was today.
Okay. Listen, everything blends together during the holidays.
Yeah. And also, let's be honest.
True.
You said it was a middle finger to IndyCar? No, IndyCar's an afterthought for Honda right now if they're getting an F1 deal.
It's a shot across the bow of being like, we're gonna leave because this is bigger.
No, it's just literally they're an afterthought.
Yeah,
Yep.
I guess.
We're gonna go get F1 money. Fuck you. See ya.
Yeah, basically.
Fair. Okay. So the year as a whole.
Oh, the year as a whole.
In 2023 in motorsports, what would you give it out of 10 and why? Like,
Give it a
and you can base on whatever you want. Like, you can go by, like, historical value of the year. You can go by entertainment. You can go by where you think it's going to lead to the future of motorsports. Like, there's a lot of things you can kind of go into that with how you think 2023 was.
My first inclination is to give it like a 6.
Okay.
And I think like I would base my 6 off of like I would say a combination of like entertainment value, which was like for F1, certainly it was low. IndyCar was like, I would say like mid. It was good, but it wasn't like great. I would say that like we kind of expected the year that we got from IndyCar. And NASCAR, only NASCAR is NASCAR, in my opinion. But otherwise, like we did have some like cool stuff that happened. I mean, Daytona was cool for IMSA. Then we had the 24-hour Le Mans, which was a historical year for them, being the 100th year. So I think, like, honestly, it was like a 6. It's not one that I would say was like one that I'll look back on and be like, wow, that was such a great year of racing.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like, it was nice. We had racing. It wasn't terrible, but it could be better.
That's fair.
I'm probably coming in around the same for very similar reasons. Like F1 from a competition standpoint was non-existent for the drivers' championship, but I think it is also salvaged by the fact that everything else after was very entertaining, and you didn't really know who was going to join Max week in, week out. IndyCar ovals, kind of boring because it was always Newgarden, but overall, again, another entertaining year. But it was a what race did they end at essentially?
Their championship?
Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to remember like what when we said
Was it
Polo
Portland?
basically had it. Something
yeah,
like
I
that?
think so. Something like that.
So, which for IndyCar is sort of like it being done. Well, it's second last race of the year, but I think we all knew Polo had it for a good chunk there after he won three straight and 4 of 5. So, yeah, I end up at a 6 ish. NASCAR was arguably the most entertaining because for the playoffs you actually got what you wanted because the top guy in Truex kept falling out even though he kept getting saved by his great regular season.
Yep.
So that kept it entertaining because guys were battling for spots. So
I think entertainment-wise as a whole, like, yeah, their F1 had no fight up front. The fight in the midfield was good. IndyCar is always good competition, but Polo just proved himself great. NASCAR is NASCAR and has its gimmicks. The WEC stuff this year was fantastic. Like Le Mans with the hypercars was actually really good race. IMSA 2, like the sports car stuff, was really good in terms of competition. I can see that one growing. What else? Formula E was... Yeah, I actually didn't pay attention to it as much this year as I did last year.
I don't even think we talked about Formula E, like, barely at all this year.
no.
Which kind of goes to, like, how it was uninteresting.
Then, so Formula E was that. I would say in, like, lower series and stuff, like Formula 2, the, like, Road to Indy, the NASCAR Xfinity and Truck Series, all that was fine competition. I don't think there's many people... There's no one, I think, in any of the up-and-coming series that everyone's shouting at as the next great thing, which is probably a good thing. So, yeah, entertainment-wise, I'll give it like a 4 or 5. Maybe a 5.
Yeah, that's fair.
Historical value, I'll give it a 7. Because, Max doing his thing was great. Then you had Penske winning in NASCAR, right? And was it? I think Ganassi winning for IndyCar. Penske won also though the 500, so that's big.
Right.
But to me, what I can see being what we look back on in 2023 is the hope of the turning point of motorsports where the series realize on-track entertainment matters just as much as anything else for the series.
Yeah.
A lot of numbers everywhere across the board are down.
Yeah.
Like F1 saw a drop in social media engagements, viewership. You can chase the money and the big bucks and the sponsors, but if there's no one to watch your product, what is it all for?
Yep.
Yeah, no, exactly. If your product isn't entertaining, like, people are not going to tune in. And I think that there's a number of different factors too that play into that, and I think at least for the long-term fans, it could be like the the drive to just make it entertaining is also something that turns people off. Like, it's, you have to find a right balance, right? But, like, people just want competition. They don't want to see fanfare, and they don't want to see, like, manufactured crap, essentially. Yep. So, I don't know, like, it's hard. I mean, with F1 in particular, I think it gets more frustrating the more years where like it's very evident that all they care about is how much money they're bringing in.
Yeah, very true. So, yeah, I hope next year is better.
Yeah.
And I hope a lot of the teams, and not teams, but like the teams in charge of the series, move to maybe listen to the fans more. NASCAR,
Yeah.
we want power. Fucking do it. F1, kneecap Red Bull. IndyCar, stop shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
IMSA, WEC, keep doing what you're doing.
Honestly, keep doing. I can honestly see IMSA and WEC growing so much in the next few years. If F1, IndyCar, and NASCAR continue the way that they're continuing, and they don't actually listen to what the people want and what we would like to see as fans, they're I could honestly see a lot of people just moving into watching sports car racing because that's where the interesting races are right now. That's where the competition is right now.
It's where the manufacturers are. It's where the competition is. It's where it's entertaining. It's almost like I've been saying that forever. We're entering a sports car golden age. But anyway.
Yes. Very true.
Besides, I guess that analysis in the season from us, what was everyone's favorite racing memory of the year?
I can tell you what my favorite race was. It was Texas for IndyCar. That race was great.
See, I don't know if I don't know if necessarily it's a race, but just your favorite memory of the year as a whole.
Toronto Indy. Hands down.
Is that because you almost got killed?
Yes. No, because honestly, it was a really fun experience. And the times that I've been to the Toronto Indy as just a fan and a spectator has been great. But it was just different this year, and it was just a lot of fun to work it. Yeah, I would honestly, that's my favorite racing memory of the year.
That's fair, yeah. Not to jump on the marshalling bandwagon, one of my favorite ones is definitely the marshalling weekend.
Yay!
It is fun to actually do and to just be there. So, yeah, I'll give you that one, Taylor.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
A true convert.
Besides that, I think my favorite racing memory for this year will be the checkered flag at Abu Dhabi 2023.
Very fair. Also very fair.
Being put out of our misery.
Yes.
The last time we ever had to hear the Dutch national anthem in 2023.
Oh, did you see the thing with Max on Twitch where someone was playing that?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, come on, guys, stop. Even he's tired of it.
It was so funny. It was the fact that he's also tired of it, just amazing.
The fact that we live in an era where, drivers see the memes about them and they get it as well is fucking fantastic. Man. Steven, are you sticking with Texas?
Yeah, I'll stick with it.
That's fair.
Fair.
Does anyone have a favorite what the fuck memory of 2023? I got two. Two moments.
Okay,
from
why don't
both
you go
times
first? 'Cause
watching,
you're gonna
I
have
was
to
just like, what the fuck? Let me know if you agree with these ones. The first one, Indy 500, when a tire gets launched out of the freaking track. And I remember just standing up and being like, oh, fuck. I think someone's dead. Someone's, that's going to hurt someone.
Yeah.
Again, all it killed was a nice car. R.I.P. Snowball.
Yep.
R.I.P. Snowball.
So, yeah, that was definitely the first what the fuck of the year.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, second one, I would definitely say Chase Briscoe's Daytona crash. When he just went flying.
Oh.
And probably the next week where he showed up took his glasses off, his eyes just were bruised and black and definitely what the fuck moments of the year.
Took a little damage in that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I guess piggybacking off of the Indy 500 idea, Palou finishing in the top 5 after getting fucking wrecked in the pit lane.
Yeah, that's a good what the fuck. How'd that
Oh,
happen?
true.
That was like the real. This guy has a shit ton of plot armor for this. The other one, I guess, would be Vegas and the whole practice fiasco.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That was just a
I was gonna
shit.
say that.
Oh, sorry, I stole yours.
No, it's okay. I will second the Vegas fiasco because that I was very much like a seriously. But I would also say like Pagano's. It wasn't the Indy 500. It was another race, but his second
Mid-Ohio?
crash of the season.
Mid-Ohio.
Yeah, Mid-Ohio.
I don't know what that was. I'm not even gonna question it.
I don't know why a bunch of balloons just like showed up on my screen. It just confused me so much. Yeah, that second crash was nasty. It was nasty. So I would say that was probably another moment that I remember.
Another
in the
great
season.
moment was in practice at Road America and IndyCar when Power and Dixon collided.
Oh yeah.
And Power just gives him the double birds. Just that was a good one.
Could we also say all of Grosjean's DNFs this season?
Oh, that's a bold.
The many DNFs.
If he finishes half the races he didn't finish last year, he'll have a great year. Top 10 in points for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep it on the fucking track. Oh, I had another one. What was it? Nope, not coming to me. Oh, yes, another WTF. Finding out Pierre Gasly's nickname.
Didn't he have that last year?
I'm pretty sure
Or
that
was
came
that
out
this
this year.
year
That
that
came out
came
this
out?
year, yeah. The whole tripod thing, yeah.
Okay, but what's better is someone gifting him a tripod in Secret Santa this year.
So, like, no one's saying it, but, like, Gasly's packing? Apparently, like, and getting the tripod as a gift. Oh, that's hilarious.
That is just too good. It's
Oh.
just good.
What was everyone's favorite Secret Santa thing? Besides the tripod,
Outside
obviously.
of that,
The Bochaz calendar.
That was funny.
well, I was gonna say
That was so funny.
I was gonna say the book Bottas got.
The calendar?
That was
that was also good.
topical and also creative to put him as over like every single page.
Yes, all
That was funny as shit.
Was it the Art of Butts or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the art of or butts in art or something like that. Just too good. Too good.
I was watching with Steven, and I think it was the second person up, which was Stroll. I'm like, holy fuck, this guy sounds the most Canadian he has ever sounded.
Yeah,
And
he
like,
does.
he has to be a stoner, right?
100%.
Yo, 100%. Have you seen like the goatee? Man looks like a stoner.
Yeah,
He's got like the whole like vibe, like he's like Cheech and Chong, like living the life.
He kind of looks like your brother, also.
He actually does kind of look like my brother.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, my brother enjoys the occasional toke, so
We're gonna drag your brother to like Montreal and put a sign and just have him walk around in Aston Martin gear and
my
see
God.
how
Oh,
many
that'd
people
be
stop it.
I didn't. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see it, but it's so true. He
It
does look
is!
like Lance Stroll.
Okay, that'd be funny. Oh, how much
Okay, we're so
tickets.
doing that, right? Definitely. Okay,
He'll take that as a compliment, though.
we're not telling him that though.
I'm gonna tell him.
No.
Oh, 100%. I'm gonna tell him.
No. You're gonna ruin it.
I won't tell him to like dress up as Aston Martin. But,
No,
like,
it's gonna be hilarious.
Does he look like
We're
that?
just gonna put him in a bunch of Aston Martin gear and just walk around. And he's like, "Why are people looking at me?"
Fair. He's gotta get the hat too, like a ball cap.
We'll
and-
put a fake like press badge on him or something. Make them look official.
We'll get one of those. They sell the lanyards or whatever, so you can like fold up your tickets and put them in.
Perfect. Sounds like a plan.
Perfect.
Sounds like a plan. So is there anything else you want to talk about 2023?
What
It was
haven't
a
we
year.
covered? Did we miss anything?
I was gonna say, is there anything we're looking forward to in 2024?
It not
better
being
year.
2023.
a better year for racing. Let's hope not Red Bull dominance in F1. Maybe IndyCar still survives and like, is good next year. And actually watching NASCAR.
Like 2024 to me seems like a big make or break year for a lot of series.
Yeah. No, 100%. So.
Yeah, if F1 isn't competitive next year, that's a problem.
Oh my gosh.
They may have to adjust regulations quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Just to like, how come back in the day, whenever a team was so dominant, they were always quick to just, nope, can't have that. Nope, we're making a change. Red Bull is the only team where it's like, oh, wow, they just nailed it. Nothing we can do.
Shame.
So there's like somebody, like remember when, again, when Mercedes were so good, and what do? We're going to make a tiny little floor change just to fuck with you. We're going to cut out a little triangle. Can't have that space.
Banhammer.
Yeah. Why can't we just be like, Red Bull, I don't like that whole... Yeah. What do you got going on there? Do something else.
DOS system, banhammer.
They let that slide for a year, then banhammer.
Yeah.
Max dominates the field by 15 seconds. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Makes sense to me.
If I could have one Christmas wish, it is competitiveness in 2024 F1.
Agreed.
For
I
the Drivers'
100%
Championship.
agree.
Be specific. Don't leave it
Shit.
vague, because then we just get Max fucking off into the distance again, and we get this year all over, but maybe a little more competitive.
Fine.
Be
No, more
specific with your
competitive.
wish.
Okay. Santa, and Saint Nick, Father Christmas. Who else am I missing here? Krampus. Yeah, that's all I got.
Whoever delivers presents on Christmas. and
Elves.
Wherever you are. Well, elves make the presents, but Santa delivers.
So elves make me a fucking car that's gonna beat Red Bull and not be super dominant. So yeah, I want to see competition F1, to be specific for Steven, for first in the Drivers' Championship. That is not between two teammates. Is that specific enough for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
I think
making
that's
sure.
a great wish.
Yeah.
That is a great wish for Santa and all the other ways that we refer to the same person who delivers presents on Christmas.
It's just a pagan tradition we stole, well, we being Christians, but like, you know what I mean? Sorry.
Oh.
But
You
yeah.
know, I really hope that it's better next year. But my 2024 New Year's resolution is going to be that I actually watch NASCAR next year. So,
Okay, my brother literally just said, "No, you won't." Sorry.
Good job, Connor.
He heard me say that. He's like, "No, you won't." Like, okay, just let me live my
What
Delulu life.
2024 series do you want to follow more? Taylor, for you, it's obviously NASCAR.
Yes.
Steven?
IMSA.
Yeah,
/WEC.
probably
They
IMSA.
might be conquest winners, but not liars.
Speaking of the mic. What did Connor just say?
He basically just called me a liar.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway,
That's fair.
IMSA. What did you say?
We're both on the IMSA train. You're in the NASCAR train.
Oh, fair. Well, if you want to follow IMSA more closely, just work at the track.
That's one fucking weekend.
my-
That's one weekend.
All right, but all I'm saying, look, let me have my shameless plug for the year, okay? It's my last shameless plug.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing that next year. It's fine.
Okay.
And we'll see if we can drag Steven out there one time. Steven.
We'll see.
Cult. You get to watch cars blow up in front of you. It's awesome.
And it's free.
And apparently, if you do the bike weekends, you get to watch people blow up in front of you.
Yeah. I can just do that by
it's
looking
like
out my window, eh?
That's fair.
That's fair.
Fucking intersection down there is stupid.
I do love in the marshalling world how I guess traumatized everyone is from working bikes.
Oh yeah, everyone's traumatized from working bikes. Like everyone has a story there.
Is it that
Everyone.
bad?
Yes, it's that bad. There are so many people who like get like
Maimed,
insanely comatose, vegetized.
Is it bad vegetized? I just picture Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z just like using him as a puppet. So I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of bad stories, like a lot of bad stories there. But
Those people,
I think it's safer.
you just gotta spend more time on the internet. Really, you desensitize yourself to that stuff real fast. Right, Steven?
Yep.
Oh, we could be the bike crew specifically. Guy gets maimed. Walk it off. I'm missing a leg. That sounds like an issue, not an issue me.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen anyone die in front of my eyes yet, so.
There's always 2024.
Yet.
That's
That's a good omen. That's
It's
terrible.
Sean. Sean's the one that's going to die in front of you.
Takes a random tire.
No.
Taylor's going to be looking one way. Sean's going to be behind her. She's going to be spotting. Says, Sean, get the flag. Doesn't realize that a tire has flown over the wall, taking out Sean.
Yeah,
To be honest with you, as long as we're working with good marshals, I believe in our team to not get killed during the moment.
I just want
You
Taylor
always
to
have to
say
have.
that.
No.
That's your phone
you
call.
always have to have. No, it's not gonna happen. No one's dying. No, because we have a plan
To what,
to
not
run
die?
away. Yes, you
That is
always
true,
have
yep.
the
Always
exit plan.
Always have the escape route. Yep.
Yeah, and you talk about it as soon as you get there. Like, okay, if you think something's gonna go real wrong, where are we running?
You stand in the exact same place because statistically, safest place to be. If you move, you're actually increasing your odds of getting hit.
Isn't that lightning?
I don't know.
Yes.
What's more?
does not apply.
Listen, more people get struck by lightning each year than marshals struck by cars. Therefore,
Oh boy. Okay.
I can't use
All right.
this logic.
No, you can't use this.
I
logic.
think it's great logic.
That's okay. Well.
Fine. We don't get killed. Everyone goes away happy. Yada yada. That's why we need Steven there. He's a big target. Your tall frame would be great for waving flags. Just saying, Steven.
Yes.
For me and Taylor, it's like flag and it's like a pair of ankles behind it. They don't see us. It's just a flag. Yay, small people life.
Yeah. That's why I have to wave so big.
I'm not touching that.
Oh, come on!
No.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. We're not going there.
All right, fine. Whatever.
So yeah. Anyone else got anything to talk about? Guys got some fun holiday plans or something?
Fun holiday plans?
I don't know.
Get hammered.
Hammered. Yeah, pretty much.
That's fair.
Yeah, 8
Watching
working
the
hours
Chargers
left.
lose.
You have
Eating
what?
a bunch.
8 working hours left. I got Thursday and Friday off. That's all we got.
Oh, me
nice.
too. Yeah.
Just gotta survive.
Tomorrow is the last day, and I'm piecing out.
Nice. I'm until Friday, so
Sucker.
I get a
Well,
week off.
the holidays should be fun.
All of next week is like basically booked. with
Nice.
Different things I'm doing. So
Ooh,
Yeah, it'll be fun.
One other racing 2024 thing I want to do next year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to do more iRacing. I've been saying that for a
Yeah.
while. I got to get back into it. I got
I
to
swear you
start
said
doing
that
my
last year.
Listen, it was difficult, okay? I really
Fair
just
enough.
want
You
to.
were busy.
You think? Fucking damn weddings. Don't do it. It's a trap.
It's a tarp.
A tarp? But anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, getting back into sim racing and doing that, I think, is something I want to do in 2024.
Hey, listen. We should. But it's not our fault. It's not my fault you got married. You made that poor decision on your own.
Yeah, I know.
It's also not our fault that
No.
Baldur's Gate 3 came out and we put a lot of hard hours into that.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
not,
Like, we can only
not my
do
fault
so
or
much there.
yours.
Exactly. So,
So,
it is what it is. Always the go-to saying. How you doing? Oh, I'm fine. You know, it is what it is. Inside dying. No? No one else? You're all
No.
lying sacks of shit. I know you're getting hammered this Christmas for a reason.
Oh. No, we don't have enough time to talk about my reason.
See, exactly.
I have a reason, but it's not yet my 13th. So,
Jesus Christ, I just got that. Oh my god.
wow. Wow.
You did not just say that.
Yes, he did.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
your brain is
That
slow.
took a second. Whew, okay.
I haven't even had like wine and I got that immediately.
I was reading something else. I was like, did he just... Oh my god. Whew. Steven, I'm going for the throat there.
No, it was the wrist.
Oh my gosh.
I set you up for
It's
that so
worse.
sadly.
That was
so,
worse. It was so much worse.
So this has been the last episode ever of Spare Parts
Hashtag
Racing.
unhinged.
With the 3 of us. The 2 of them will continue.
Steven's canceled.
That'll be how we get our following. Steven's just canceled.
Yeah, okay, so Steven, you need to be more controversial. Okay, thank you.
Aye.
Oh boy. No, not going there.
I'll do some research. I'll watch all the mega stuff.
I mean, there's some good NASCAR
Yeah.
drivers you can take after, I think, for controversy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, anyway, on that note, are we done here?
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
on that
I don't
note,
want to talk about Sauber renaming itself.
Oh.
It's apparently today they announced they're going to change it to something else
Yeah.
anyway.
Which is why I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it. But also it sucked. So
Yeah, we'll cross
Yeah,
that bridge in
facts.
2024.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be better decisions in that year. Anyway, on that note, from all of us to you, have a very good happy holidays and a good new year, and we'll be back in 2024. Thank you, and goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Spare Parts Racing podcast. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and follow the show on Twitter at Spare Parts Racing. That's Spare Parts RACIN, and on TikTok at Spare Parts Pod. Follow the hosts at Sean Chavarella, at Stephen Clary, and at Tay Moore.